Hello everyone, welcome to the Crafty Stamper's Den. This is Edith González, Stampin' Up! Independent Demonstrator. Today we're going to make a cute little card, and we're going to use a stamp set from the mini catalog called the Easter Bunny. Now, I'll be honest with you, I did not get the Easter Bunny bundle because I wanted to get the punch, and it won't be available until May. So I went to my friend's house, and she has everything, and we stamped a few bunnies, and I brought them home, and I'm going to make a cute little card for you for Easter. I'm also going to be using the Rejoice in Him stamp set. I'll be using the message wishing you joy and love this Easter, as well as celebrating you. And I'll be using the Happy Easter from this stamp set. This is a simple card today, so let's get started. We're going to be using Petal Pink, a regular card, A2 standard size card. And I'll be using this paper, this sheet, double-sided, from the Regency Park Designer Series paper. Okay? I've already cut them down, the pieces of paper. And you'll need a 3 by 3 3/4 piece of the Regency Park paper. And 2 more pieces of the same paper. I'm sorry, different design paper. Size 1 3/4 by 1 3/4. And another piece from the same designer pack. Use any color that coordinates. Again, 1 3/4 by 1 3/4. This is going to be quick and simple. We'll also be using a circle die from the Stylish Shape dies. That's the largest one, I believe, or second largest one. Okay. Let's get this going. It's really that simple. Like I said, I already had these stamped and pre-cut, ready to go. My friend was kind enough to do this for me. And we're going to color that in together. So let's put the card together. All you'll need to do is place this piece. Let's see. I'm going to place this on the left side. You can place it anywhere you want. And I'm using some Tombow liquid glue that I put in this little container. That's easier for me to dispense. This will go by really quick. And you try to get all these sides equal. You're going to do the same on these 2 sides here, make this equal. So let's glue this on. You can put this on the bottom or you can put it on the top, whichever way you want. And your card base and the front is done. It looks like that. So let's take the circle now. I want to put a little color in the background. I'm going to use Balmy Blue. And I picked this color because it's already in the cardstock of the DSP, I'm sorry. And I'm going to take a sponge dauber, or you can use your brushes. A Balmy Blue. I'm going to start in the middle around here because that's where the bunny's going to be, so if it makes a little smudge that's too dark, it won't be that noticeable. Just going to put a little color in the background here. See that? That's what you try not to get. I should have been a little light-handed, more light-handed, but it'll look all right. It'll work. On the bottom, I'm going to use a little Sahara sand. Also using another sponge dauber, which will help ground the bunny when we sit him on this circle. And it doesn't have to be a lot. Let me see here. More or less like that. Oh my goodness, I just ruined this. Let me darken it up a little bit more then. I pressed too hard here. So we'll go with the changes. Make it a little darker then. Now I'll add a little more Sahara sand then. We'll make it work. Okay, we'll put that to the side. That's going to be put right there in the center. Next, we're going to color the rabbit with, I have light smoky slate and dark smoky slate, as well as petal pink. And I forgot my, let me get one more marker. I'll also be using the color lifter. So I'm going to start coloring the rabbit with the light gray. And I'm just going to fill the whole thing in. Not being too careful, just scratching it in. I'll leave a little of the tail white there. How many of you like to hear the sound of a marker rubbing against a piece of paper while you're working with it? I love it. It just makes me relax and I love it. All right, so he's filled in pretty good there. He or she. Now I'm going to go to the dark slate, smoky slate. And I'm just going to fill in with some shadows maybe. So to me, a shadow belongs here, a little bit there. A little bit around here. I'm going to put this whole leg in shadow under his arms, by his elbow there. This other arm is going to be colored. I want to put a little bit around the neck, maybe around the back a little, where there might be some shadow. Under his ear, behind this ear, and maybe a little under his eye. Okay. Just a little here to define his little leg. I'm going to go back in with the light smoky slate and blend that in a little more, just adding more color. You'll see that the alcohol markers, after you've laid them down, they'll start getting a little lighter, which is good. But what you want to do is blend the dark color you just added into the light color, just by going back and forth. And it starts to give the little bunny a little shape. It starts to define his body. I also like to give strokes. When it lightens, you'll see the difference. And I tried to go in the shape of his body, where the legs are. In other words, I won't be going like this straight across, I'll be going around. Same thing with the arm. Just lightly indicating, I don't know if it's showing through the camera, that he's got hair. It's not just a flat surface. And that'll stand out a little more when I add the color lifter to it. So now I'm going to go with the color lifter and just start making highlights. And it won't pick up right away. You won't see it right away. But it'll start, when it dries, you'll see where it picks up, lifts off the color. So I want a little bit here, also in little strokes, sort of to indicate where the light is shining on his body. And I want to blend this tail here so it's not so harsh, where the gray is. I'm going to stroke it up so it picks up some of that color and brings it up. And now it's not stark white, but matches the body a little better. And I tried to do a quick little lift, because if you hold it there, it will kind of become blotchy. If it looks a little funny, just go back in with the light color and darken it up again. I'm just touching it here and there. I want to give a little pink to the ears. I'm using light petal pink. I'm going to put some on his nose, maybe a little on his belly. And you're thinking, that looks weird, a pink belly. But it works with the card. So I'm going to go back in with the color lifter and soften that up a little, especially on the belly. I want a little more pink on his nose. It's not standing out to me. There you go. So he's ready. I'm going to stick that right there. The next step I'm going to do is I'm going to punch out with the double oval punch. Well, first let me stamp, then I'll punch this out. I'm going to stamp Happy Easter using the Night of Navy, picking that dark color there. And I'm going to use the punch now to center this, punch it out. Again, I'm going to use the, let me clean the stamp off first, using our chamois. So I'm going to stamp again on the inside of the card the message, wishing you joy and love. And since this is a light color on the inside, I'm not going to use a white center. This will be nice. It's a beautiful color. Don't want to hide it. I'm going to just put this in the center. And that's done. Let me close this up. And I don't see a scrap of balmy blue. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp. I'm sorry, not stamp. I'm going to punch out the top part of this oval on a piece of white cardstock. Just like that. And to make up for not having that blue, I'm just going to use a scrap paper here. I'm going to now color in the edge of this with my blends. And this is a little tip and a trick if you don't want to break into a nice new piece of cardstock, to get a small piece like this out to finish a card. Do it in white and then color it in, whether it be with your blends or with a color pencil or with your markers, or even using oh my goodness, I forgot the name of these little things, the finger daubers. So I'm going to use a little bit of Wink of Stella around the oval to give it a little shine and sparkle. This is the clear Wink of Stella. And it's not going to be visible on the camera here, but in person it's really pretty. And now I'm going to glue the message onto the scalp circle. And that looks very nice. All right, I'm going to glue the rabbit onto the circle die. And I think he needs a little friend. I'm going to put a little butterfly here. Let's color the butterfly. You see this coming together? I'll color the butterfly. Put a little balmy blue. And a little bit of light Daffodil Delight for the body. And I'm using colors that are inside that design there. And that's what makes the whole card cohesive. Let me see where I want to put him. How about here where that blotches that I didn't like? That'll work. See, we can always fix the mistakes. Always give it a shot. Don't give up. Now he looks like he's looking up at the little butterfly. And so I also want to pull out a piece of ribbon. This is the glittered organdy ribbon. I'm just going to take a little piece. Let's see, about that size maybe. I'm going to, let's see which way I'm going to put it on. I think I'll do it this way. I'll stick this on with a glue dot. Just going to fold it into a V here. Oops. And I want to place it around here. About there. And I'll put dimensionals on the back of this. I'll use 3 today. Or maybe I'll hold off on a second there, because I'm going to put the rabbit on dimensionals as well. Let's place him down first. Here looks good. And then we'll put our sentiment over here. Let's see. Yeah, we can put another dimensional on. I thought it might bump into that, but it's going to work. Let me use these tweezers so I can see a little better. My hand's in the way. I want to try and center it as best as I can here at the bottom. Even if it bumps into this, it'll still look good. Let's see. So one more step, I want to add a little rhinestone. Let's see these go. I still have the Glossy Dots assortment. I think I'm going to use that. All right, I can't find my take your pick tool here. Here it is. I'm just going to add a small one over here. Let's see. Yeah, that's too big. I'll add another small one right about here. And there you have it, folks. Sweet little Easter card. And the sentiment inside. Wishing you love, joy, and love this Easter. Okay? I have 2 more that I'm going to show you since you waited this long. Also made with the Easter Bunny. And these were done in Balmy Blue. What a simple little layout for you to make your own little cards and enjoy sending them to people and making them smile. You can see that I chose to put it in different, or on different sides because this little bunny's facing this way. I thought it looked better that way. You can also place the paper that way or have it this way and then put the bunny around, whichever way you want to do it. Easy layout, beautiful paper, DSP, the Regency Park Easter Bunny stamp set. They're easy to cut out, or if you're lucky to have a scan and cut, you can have them all cut through the scan and cut, and then you have something pretty to send to somebody. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this. Give me a thumbs up if you did. Take care, everybody. Happy crafting.